This is our area, Queen's Park. Back in the day, it was known as the slums. Crime was rife and the area was dangerous. Since then, the area has changed for the better. Crime rates are down and there is a stronger sense of community. Last year, one of our friends, a local young person, died from a knife wound in a fight that ended tragically. Despite being an isolated incident between friends, it was portrayed in the media as gang-related, but this was definitely not a fight between gangs. Since then, there has been a heightened police presence, and now the young people in this area feel they are victims of police harassment, especially through being continually stopped and searched on a daily basis. Now there is a dispersal zone in place, which means young people in groups of 2 or more can be told to clear the area.
I think I got stopped once this month, and last month I got stopped 3 times in the same days.
I've come up my house and walked to the top of the road and got stopped 8 times at least, 10 times in a month. Easy.
Probably twice every day, maybe once, at least once every day.
Had a recent experience where me and my cousin walking on the road and 2 police were walking towards us, so we split up, and that's why the police stopped us, because we split up.
And when they first come around saying start doing this section 60 thing, people are getting stopped like 6 times and that, 7 times in a day. We've got 6-7 sheets and that on them.
It's no secret that in the Queen's Park area, as well as other areas of London, there's a lot of stopping and searching. Police use stop and search as a tactic to deter, to prevent crime.
Back in the early days of avenues, young people used to be stopped and searched and picked up regularly.
If we go gym, come out of gym, there's like 6 of us, walk down the road, we're getting stopped, definitely.
I had headphones in and they were calling me. I was walking through Warwick Park. I didn't know, they all jumped out and they're following me. Like, they got headphones in, I'm walking on my ones, and I look back, bam, I'm on the floor, and as soon as I look back, wow, like they thought I was ignoring them. And they're like, nah, one of them said, you don't even need to do all of that.
I asked him, why am I getting stopped? Yeah. He didn't say anything. Do you know what he did? He grabbed me, turned me around, and he pushed me over the fence.
Like with his
and he pulled my boxers out.
I've been stopped and searched in the days before I belonged to the police because I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I know it's not a good feeling being stopped and searched.
I've been stopped by police when I'm parking my car, and they said, excuse me, sir, that car belongs to you, yes? Can you use your remote control to, yes, and I'll do that, oh sorry about that, and they'll go.
When the police do stop and search, they have to treat people properly, they have to explain why they're doing it.
They're using their power in the wrong ways, and then that's not getting nowhere on both sides, on like their side and with the local people as well.
Officers telling everyone to shut up. So how is he expecting everyone to communicate with him? Yeah, how are we meant to speak to him if he's telling us to shut up? Obviously we're going to tell him to shut up as well, innit?
You're growing up around people saying, we don't like police. Police are racist. Police do this and police do that. If you grow up around that, you're obviously going to end up thinking that.
I've been on street corners and, I heard the banter between police and young people. It's coming like a game.
We were just filming the documentary, and he saw that a group of young people with a camera, and we were just walking past the park with our cameras, and then he wants to come and stop someone saying they're stopping you on the Terrorist Act.
No, you're not. I've seen what you search, mate. I've seen what you look. You're searching for what Terrorism Act. Come on, man. Be serious, man. Seriously.
Take pictures of officers. That's what you're going to get.
They supposedly stopped me for what was it?
Terrorist Act.
Terrorist Act. Something like that, for taking pictures of the police or videoing the police in it while they were stopping someone.
Section 44 can only be used for searching for articles that could be used in connection with terrorism, And if you're a group of young people making a film with youth workers or, you know, clearly involved in a legitimate project, it's very difficult to see that the police could actually be searching for articles in connection with terrorism.
I've never stopped and searched a young person in the Queen's Park area under Section 44 of the Terrorist Act, and it would be a surprise if I ever had the reason to do that.
If I have to arrest someone, if I was an officer, yeah, I wouldn't be like all these other officers. Like, I wouldn't run up to people. I wouldn't start pulling people. I wouldn't start pushing people. Start telling them the truth, boss. Not lying. If I was an officer.
How many people were caught with, did you catch with knives this year? With police?
I've never actually, I did catch, I've caught this in the last year. I caught one person going into a school with a Stanley knife.
Stop and search hasn't been demonstrated to really reduce crime. It doesn't often result in arrests. It's much more a tool of policing with, in my view, very questionable benefits and quite a lot of counterproductivity. Figures released recently by the Independent Police Complaints Commission say that complaints about stop and search are up a quarter on the previous financial year, so 25%.
Ultimately, everything you do with policing depends upon having a reasonable relationship with the community. So what we've got to carry on doing is making sure that we recruit and train the police in such a way that they do their job, yes, but they do so in a way that respects young people. But it's a two-way street, and some young people have a rough time with the police, but the police sometimes get a very rough time back.
What is your opinion on the young people in the local area?
Well, the young people in the local area is like young people all over London and everywhere. The problem which is now facing the community is what is going on with these crimes, violence on the street, drug abuse, which is characterized with the young people, let's put it that way.
Like, we're young, innit? We go to school. After that, like, we don't have jobs yet. We're not employed yet. Like, what are we meant to do? Sit and get hooked to TV programs or something all day? It's not healthy. Like, a lot of us, like there's a lot of us go gym, play football and that, do music, go studio.
Trust me, Avenue's still a cool place to come that you can just relax, get me, listen to some 2 tunes, socialise, get me, build a little fam relationship more, get me, build up on it, and that's it. But it's a live place, man.
I think young people are young people, and they have a tendency to have fun, enjoy themselves. Young people have less responsibilities than adults, so they're kind of carefree. Not many young people are dangerous criminals. Many young people actually grow up to be responsible adults.
They're not police enemies, you know, and the police are not their enemies either. But the enemies of the case today is the environment they're in, their neighborhoods, nothing there. That's what I'm saying. And now we're putting the blame on them. The kids are not our enemies. They are the leaders of tomorrow. And we need to look after them. We're not doing that. So they're upset.